time we've been talking about funding and all that. The Gen Z protest was able to kill all that because the Gen Z protest was self-sponsored by the Gen Zs themselves. The President of Kenya tried to accuse the Ford Foundation for funding the Gen Z protest, but the Ford Foundation denied it. And the youth came out and said, no, we were not sponsored by the West, we were not sponsored by the East, we were sponsored by we ourselves, the young people. So breaking down systems is something that we must find a way of bringing down, because the conspiracy that is there amongst the status quo, the older generation, the seniors, they have their own network that we are not part of. If this was a meeting about billionaires, none of us would be in this room talking about peace and security. So we need to have a very proper consensus on how we are going to be able to support each other wherever we are in every part of the world. Because now we have digital platforms that we can work with. And then the other aspect of system is the police. That we cannot continue having YPS conversations without the armed forces in the room, because those are the people we come face to face. When the electricity is shut down, when the internet is shut down, the EU is not there with you, the UN is not there with you. It is you, the citizen, and you, the government. And the government's face is the armed authorities. We need to have a conversation with them, because they are also young people who come to the streets with guns and tear gas. They are young people as well. So let's find a way of bringing them to the table so that when we're in the streets protesting, we are working together in a way that is peaceful, because protesting is a peaceful right accorded to any young African in the continent. So let's find a way of conspiring as a generation, because we are not even at the beginning. We have not even begun this quest. So let's find a way of conspiring, and that's why we have these platforms as well, I think.